It's no secret that the Al Nahyans are one of the top wealthiest royalty, as the United Arab Emirates is home to around 6% of the world's proven oil reserves and is well known for the concentration of money among royal families. The family's fortune has skyrocketed because through investments in a wide variety of industries, from fast food to Elon Musk's SpaceX to Rihanna's lingerie line to big data. So, how does the highest class elites of Abu Dhabi spend their riches? After factoring together regulatory filings, real estate records, and business disclosures, the Bloomberg Billionaires Index estimates their combined wealth to be at least $300 billion. That's a lot more money than the $225 billion the Waltons are said to have made through Walmart, making them the richest family in the world. Multiple requests for comment from the Al Nahyans representatives went unanswered because of the often fuzzy boundaries between family and state. Pinpointing the exact size of royal wealth is challenging. Some of the Al Nahyans' holdings are entirely private, while others are intricately tied to the government. The Al Nahyans have ruled the United Arab Emirates since independence half a century ago. Their wealth is more obvious than that of other Gulf families, including the Saudi royal family, because of these obviously private interests. Sheikh Tahnoon is a jiu-jitsu black belt who uses his skills in the public and private sectors. He is the CEO of First Abu Dhabi Bank and the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority. The value of the family's investment firm has increased by about 28,000% over the past 5 years, making it one of the family's most valuable assets. Many local investors believe International Holding Co. is too big to fail, but several international financial institutions are wary of betting on the corporation because of its lack of transparency. The Al Nahyans own several valuable properties, notably the Manchester City Football Club, a number of palaces including the Château de Bailén north of Paris, and a sizable portion of London's posh Berkeley Square. However, the royal group is the backbone of the family's success, employing over 27,000 people in industries as diverse as finance and robotics. People acquainted with its operations have said that over the past 2 decades, it has expanded from a very tiny business to command assets worth close to $300 billion. The Al Nahyans have become increasingly powerful as their wealth has increased. Sheikh Tahnoon is widely regarded as the group's intellectual leader and an influential political intermediary. His brother, UAE President Mbizi Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, uses investments in nations like Turkey and Egypt to expand the UAE's influence. The Bani Fatima are a group of 6 brothers, including Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who is the eldest son of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan's most notable wife, Sheikh Tahnoon. All 3 were born to Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the founder of the United Arab Emirates, by his third and most important wife. While Sheikh Mansour is a significant player due to his positions as Deputy Prime Minister, Chairman of the Central Bank, and head of the government wealth fund Emirates Investment Authority, everyone in the family has had a role in the accumulation of wealth. The royal group is Sheikh Tahnoon's command and control, and the Al Nahyans manage a large empire outside of governmental investment money, so say the people. According to them, the company not only invests in various businesses, but also hires personal bodyguards and flies in celebrity chefs to prepare for the family. According to Richard Clark, a former White House official and longtime advisor to MBZ, the company is the most risk-tolerant of the big investment vehicles in Abu Dhabi. Mubadala Investment Co. and Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, 2 entities that handle money on behalf of the Emirate, have more than $1.2 trillion in assets between them and act more like traditional, stability-focused sovereign wealth funds. According to those in the know, doing business with Sheikh Tahnoon often involves visiting his super yacht, one of at least 3 owned by the family, which includes the largest vessel in the world. Those who know the value of a good reputation are quick to point out the importance of the relationship between the 2 parties. Tom Barrack, a private equity billionaire and close Trump associate, testified to this effect in court. As many people have said before me, he's one of the biggest businessmen in the world. During the trial of investor Thomas Barrack, who was acquitted last month of illegally lobbying on behalf of the United Arab Emirates, the investor described his courtship of Sheikh Tahnoon, which included the gifting of a rare book on Arabian horses and a joint biking trip through the Moroccan desert. According to Barrack, every major businessman, sovereign wealth fund investor, operating partner is coming through his majlis every night. A majlis is a traditional Arabian sitting area where business is conducted. Real estate mogul Sam Zell of the United States, entrepreneur Gautam Adani of India, and Colombian financier James Jelinski have all visited. Sheikh Tahnoon has assigned key roles within his economic empire to several trusted advisors while he engages in shuttle diplomacy across the Middle East. Sofia Abdelatif Lasky, a Moroccan-born banker who has worked with Sheikh Tahnoon for the better part of 2 decades, is a major figure. She is a rare breed of successful expat in Abu Dhabi. I've had exposure to many people in high government positions worldwide, Zell, who has known the royal family for about 20 years, said. The Abu Dhabi crew is top-notch, and that includes Sheikh Tahnoon and Sofia. Royal Group has seen astounding returns on several of its assets in recent years, according to data gathered by Bloomberg International Holding Co. has outperformed every firm in the world with a market capitalization of more than $1 billion during the past 5 years. IHC, which is primarily owned by Royal Group, has gone from being an obscure investor with a focus on fish farming to the most valuable listed firm in the United Arab Emirates. It has a higher market value than well-known companies like McDonald's, Nike, or Blackstone. However, despite its magnitude, international investors have been reluctant to become involved due to lack of transparency. Neither the global MSCI index nor any stock analysts tracked by Bloomberg cover IHC. Ernst & Young confirmed in its recent report on IHC's accounts that its evaluation of the company's interim financial statements is substantially less in scope than audits conducted under international standards. This is the case for all businesses listed on the Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange. Its yearly reports are audited in complete accordance with ADX rules. Most international banks have avoided negotiating agreements with IHC due to concerns about an inflated market valuation, according to sources familiar with the conversations, even though Royal Group has been a sought-after customer. The company, which almost solely uses local finance, trades at a multiple of 18 times its book value, whereas Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway Inc. trades at a multiple of approximately 1.5 times its book value. The family's vested interests in IHC's success include, among other things, the control of the brokers who exercise disproportionate influence over trading in Abu Dhabi, and the ownership of the Emirates exchange via ADQ. Late last month, the company issued stock to another Abu Dhabi conglomerate in exchange for interests in several businesses, one of which being Alpha Dhabi Holding PJSC, the third most valuable corporation in the United Arab Emirates and a publicly traded arm of the family's corporate empire. When asked for comment, IHC remained silent. On Wednesday, its stock price reached a new all-time high of 409 dirhams. The rapid success of the investment firm represents the rising power of the Al Nahyans and Abu Dhabi. While Dubai has always been a media darling, Abu Dhabi's $20 billion bailout of its glitzy neighbor in the wake of the financial crisis solidified Abu Dhabi's position as the UAE's most powerful emirate. Since then, the Al Nahyans have built a number of attractions, such as a branch of the Louvre Museum from Paris and a Formula One race circuit, as well as an indoor amusement park called Ferrari World. As the United States and Europe confront increased borrowing costs and China struggles, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar are all making efforts to diversify their economies in preparation for the end of the fossil fuel era. Abu Dhabi's worldwide aspirations are represented through IHC. In an interview given in August, CEO Sid Basar Shub discussed the firm's aspirations to invest billions of dollars in markets including Indonesia, Turkey, and India, namely in the areas of food, infrastructure, and healthcare. The Al Nahyans have been very involved in both business and politics, as is typical in emerging nations. The United Arab Emirates has been more assertive internationally under MBZ. It supported rebel leader General Khalifa Haftar in Libya, joined the blockade of Qatar in 2017, and became involved in the proxy conflict between Saudi Arabia and Iran in Yemen. Recent UAE policy shifts, however, have emphasized the escalation in the region, which fits in with the country's aspirations to increase its soft power through increased deal-making. Sheikh Tahnoun met with Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan last year, and as a result, IHC now owns 50% of a renewable energy company in Turkey. After signing a trade agreement with Egypt, ADQ bought holdings in important Egyptian enterprises to assist stabilize the country's shaky economy. It also invested over $2 billion in 3 companies held by Indian billionaire Adani, which is a very, very big amount of money. So at the end of the day, we know that when it comes to money, the Abu Dhabi elites are the first in their game. So, that's all for today's video. We hope you guys enjoyed today's topic. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel.